So here's how to play Wizards of This Town, the acoustic guitar part. It's a pretty straight up pop song in structure, verse, chorus, middle eight, chorus. And a lot of it is pretty straight, just strumming through some ordinary bar chords. But some of it is a little bit tricky as well. So I've got 4 chords that are, for your standard pop song, a little bit odd, not weird in the grand scheme of things. First chord is D minor with a C in the bass, D minor / C. C being the 7th note in D minor, so it sounds like this. I'll put a guitar tab thing below so you can take a look at that as well, and if I can figure out how to do it, I'll put it into the video at an appropriate point. So D minor with a C in the bass. Then we've got E major, but it's got a C sharp and a F sharp in it, so E major 6 + 9. Third chord, I was not thinking about what the chord might be called when I decided to use these notes. I've got a B flat, an A G and an F sharp. The voice at this point is singing a D note as well, which is the major third. So it might just be a B flat major. It's got that A in it, so B flat major 7. Easy. But we've also got a G and an F sharp. So the F sharp is maybe a augmented 5th, the G a 4th. So what? B flat major 7, B flat augmented major 7, add 4, something like that. The name doesn't matter that much, not really. It's these notes. And then we've got a D diminished over and on the last bar. So D minor / C, E major with a C sharp and an F sharp, whatever we're calling that B flat chord, and then D diminished. They're not all quite in the same key, but they've got common notes. The tricky bit really about the verse is the time signature. We're in 7/8. How do you count that? Well, it's 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 I'll put up the tab as well. That might sound a bit complicated. Easiest way, I think, to listen to these things and work them out and understand them is listen and play and repeat.
Covered himself in cardboard armor, he marched into war with all his dreams, sword strokes and special brew, alone with all his foes. Don't tell me you are better than him.
There are a few little twiddles down into the pre-chorus. I'll just tab this out and you can take a look rather than explain it. And then we're into the chorus. So those chords there, you've got an F, a B flat and a C hanging around on the top, and the bass note changes. You've got a G, a C, an F sharp, and we stick a D up the top as well, and then a normal F chord. So what's going on with that pre-chorus? Essentially what I was trying to do is have relatively normal chords and then chuck in one note that doesn't belong there that sounds weird, which is that F sharp. Bit discordant. On its own might sound a bit weird, but it's being followed straight away by a really straight up, nice and simple F chord. And then we're into the chorus. The chorus is easy to play as long as you know your bar chords. You've got a B flat, a G minor, D7, E flat, F. We've got that little twiddly motif there. Again, I'll tab that out rather than explaining every single note to you, but it's just F sharp stuff. So if you know your F sharp, so it's just B flat stuff. So if you know your B flat scale, you'll be fine. That chord progression It's really straight up standard pop stuff. It's a variation on a chord progression you are very, very familiar with. 1, 6, 4, 5. How many songs do you know that use those chords? Loads, obviously. What I've done is stuck one extra chord in there. So B flat, that's from the standard chord progression. G minor, that's from the standard chord progression. Then I've put in my extra D7. And then the last 2 chords from the standard chord progression. We've almost got the whole song down. The only thing left is the middle section. Again, it's strummy chords, nothing too out of the ordinary. G minor. But you might find it useful if you swap these 2 fingers around for the G minor. Same notes, but swap them around. Because we're going up to here, sticking in an E flat and keeping everything else the same. Whoa, whoa. We repeat those chords for a while, and then we've got a G minor, C minor, G7, F, and then we're just repeating the chorus again. So it's pretty much a straight up pop song. We've got verses that are a bit weird and might take a bit of work. We've got that rundown into the pre-chorus. Again, some slightly unusual chord shapes there. In particular, what you've got is that 7/8 rhythm for most of the verse and pre-chorus. The easiest way, I think, of dealing with weird time signatures is split it down into 2s and 3s. So there's more than one way you could add up 2s and 3s to make 7. In this case, I think it's useful to have a 2, a 2, and a 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Like that. The rest, strummy chords. As long as you know your bar chords, you will be fine. There we go. That's how to play the acoustic guitar part for Wizards of this Town.
When this town was somewhere